The Hobus system has a long history of hosting nefarious activities. The Hobus star was the epicenter of the supernova that destroyed Romulus, and Terrace used it as a testing ground for her experiments with Iconian technology. Any activity detected at this location must be followed up on in order to ensure that nothing could endanger the quadrant occurs there again.
I'm currently on leave from Voyager, and I was passing near the Hobus system in a shuttlecraft when I picked up some odd energy readings. I took a detour to investigate. You can't be too careful where Hobus is concerned. But I wouldn't mind some help. Can you rendezvous with me at these coordinates? Having a real starship here would be a big help. This is Federation Shuttle Tereshkova. I am under attack in the Hobus system, requesting emergency assistance.
This is Lineru. We've received your distress call.
I'm under attack by Romulan vessels. I could use a little help here. I'm a decent pilot, but things are getting a little rough.
Acknowledged, Tereshkova. We're on our way.
This freighter's packing some serious weapons. I don't think they're hauling cargo.
This is the Romulan Imperial Star Navy. You are in a restricted area. Leave immediately.
Romulan Star Navy? These aren't Talshar ships. They're Imperial loyalists. Thanks for the assistance. I was checking out some strange readings and discovered this errant freighter. I hailed them and they opened fire. It's a good thing you picked up my distress signal.
Any idea why they attacked you?
I don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification codes, these aren't Talshar vessels, just elements of the old Romulan Star Navy. They're no friends of the intelligence agencies, but also not allies of the Republic. Last true sons of the Empire, that sort of thing. Not to impose, but my shuttle's taken a beating. Do you mind if I bring it aboard?
Why aren't you on Voyager, Commander?
Our last mission wasn't easy. We made it through in one piece, but afterwards, it seemed like a good time to use my personal leave. I'll rejoin Voyager in a few weeks.
Understandable. The war with the Vaadwaur has been difficult for us all. Scanning. Their primary engine assembly is damaged, reading multiple Romulan life signs. Sir, we're being hailed. On screen.
This is Lieutenant Gaius Salon. This vessel has been disabled. Your interference is disruptive, but survivable.
Lieutenant Salon, what are you doing on that freighter?
This unit is executing its priority directives. All other directives have been suspended.
Why did you attack us?
This unit was defending this vessel against outside attack. Defensive Associates is required by priority override.
Gaius, why are you referring to yourself as this unit? Scans of the freighter show it is remarkably well equipped, but there is no contraband or Borg technology outside of Lieutenant Salon's implants. There's nothing that explains this change in behavior. Captain, what if someone is controlling Gaius through his Borg implants? We know it's possible, and he's certainly not acting like normal. It's almost as if he's part of the collective again. He can't answer our questions because he isn't there. We need to find out who did this. There's still a facility on what remains of the Hobus Moon, sir, and I am detecting power to its environmental systems. Whoever did this could still be down there. Lock a tractor beam on that freighter and have an away team meet me in the transporter room. This facility is badly damaged, sir. Atmospheric pressure is holding steady, but power is fluctuating and many of the systems are barely functional. Scans are reading several Romulan life signs throughout the facility. Whoever they are, they're deeper in the complex. I think they're trying to restore full power. Let's see if we can get any information from these computer systems. Good. What are we working on? Power systems, tabs, archives. They have enough power, but it looks like they're still locked out of the computer memory.
That doesn't help much. They must be trying to gain access to the gateway data.
Nothing we can do for them now, sir. I know that various factions have skirmished over this facility since Romulus was lost, in hopes of finding out what caused the supernova. Looks like these were Republic-allied Remans who happened to be in the wrong place. Their injuries are consistent with Romulan military disruptors, which fits what we've already seen of the Romulan naval presence here. These wounds are recent. These Remans must have been part of Obisek's forces. They've kept this facility secure since it was taken from Terrace. These Imperialists were definitely looking for something in the computers, but what? File system, integrity, file corrupted, restoring from backups, estimated time, 825 cycles. We need to get to that lab. These Romulans might be trying to steal or restart the Iconian Gate.
I surrender.
That's it?
Well, no. I do still have crucial information about your poor friend Lieutenant Ceylon and how to fix his addled Borg brain. About the gateways and how to use them. About the Iconians. Now tell me, aren't those things more important than the fleeting pleasure you'll get from shooting me?
I'm not interested in any more of your lies.
But you are interested in what I can tell you. This gateway is damaged beyond repair, but I learned a thing or two when I was a guest of the Iconians. I know how to operate their gateways, and I've memorized several sets of coordinates. I know about places you haven't seen yet. In fact, the only reason I was here was to open a gate to a specific Iconian base.
Fleeing one jail to go back to another?
Not exactly. Do you really think there are only 2 Dyson spheres? There are more, and I know the location of the one the Iconians are still using. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Why should I believe any of this? You haven't shown us anything credible. Sir, we're getting a message from Command. Patch it through.
I've received some distressing news, and I need to update your mission orders. Your communications officer tells me you're not aboard your ship. What's your status?
I'm a little busy at the moment, sir.
No, please, go ahead. I can wait.
Go ahead, Admiral.
We've received word that Sela has escaped from Republic custody, and that she was last seen in the Devron sector. Be aware that she was apparently aided in her escape by Lieutenant Gaius Ceylon, a Republic intelligence officer.
She's here, sir. I found her with a group of Romulan Imperial loyalists. She's surrendered.
Republic intelligence thinks she has some kind of information about the Iconians that she hasn't shared yet. This is a little odd, but let's give her a little leash. Stay close and find out what you can. See if you can determine her plans. Be prepared to bring her in if she shows any signs of endangering anyone.
Understood. I'll see what we can discover.
Well, well, well. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, isn't that the saying? I'll make you a deal. You want Gaius back, and you want to learn what I know? I'm willing to give you both. But first, we'll need to discuss the deal aboard my ship. Don't worry. I'm sure your crew will keep a transporter lock and whisk you away at the first sign of danger. Enjoy having the upper hand for as long as it lasts.
You're no threat to me. We'll do this on your ship.
I suppose we don't have much choice. Whenever you're ready, we can beam up to Sela's ship. But I'll go with you and watch your 6.
I know you're not inclined to believe me, but I am telling the truth. I do have coordinates to a sphere the Iconians are still using. The Iconians have many servants. Some, like the Alachi, you have already seen. I watched how they opened the gateways and memorized the coordinates. The Iconians are moving their soldiers and ships into position. One day, soon, they'll be right on our doorstep.
And what do you want me to do?
This is our one chance to find out what the Iconians are doing and when they're going to attack. And they won't wait for our ships to be in position or give us time to muster a defense. One day very soon, the Iconians will simply appear at our homeworlds, and we will have to fight to survive.
What did you do to Lieutenant Salam?
Poor Gaius. All that Borg hardware in his head made it easy to give him some guidance. I've had quite a bit of time to learn about Borg technology. All you need to know is which switches to flip. It's been very helpful having someone on the inside. I would have never escaped without him. But as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him back now. There probably won't be any permanent damage.
How did you manage to reprogram Gaius so thoroughly? His implants aren't that invasive.
The Tal Shiar has studied mind control for decades, and I had full access to their techniques. Some of it is quite ingenious. Do you know that the proper sequence of mental conditioning and image projection can program someone to kill their best friend? I've seen it work. Once you know how to get into someone's head, you're there forever.
You actually think you can fight the Iconians?
With the coordinates I've memorized, I can gain access to an Iconian staging sphere. Tapping into the Iconian data networks is risky, but the potential benefits are significant. It will be difficult. Iconian operating systems are designed to overwrite and destroy other computers. However, I know enough about their devices to gain some useful information before that happens. Specifically, we need to determine what forces the Iconians will use against us. We must prepare for what's coming.
Let's get your ship moving.
My engineers report that they're having trouble keeping engine powers stable. It appears you did quite a bit of damage to my ship. Unrelated systems keep failing in no discernible pattern. Perhaps you can take some of your people down to the engine room and have a look? Keep in mind that the sooner we get underway, the sooner this is all over.
Very well. I'll head to the engine room.
This unit is in diagnostic mode.
Lieutenant Salam, can you understand me? What happened? Gaius, do you understand what you're doing?
This unit is responding to its neural overrides. Please, help me.
I'll get you out of this, Gaius. Lanayru, one to beam directly to sickbay. Order, sir. We need to reinitialize the main deflector. We need to get the main stage flux chiller repaired. We need to get shield power back up.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
Sir, the saboteur who set off that explosive is on the move. Scans are picking up additional devices planted in the engine room. Looks like there are anti-tamper devices designed to keep anyone from getting close enough to disable the mines. You'll need to use your tricorder to desync the mine and then move a bit closer, until you can get in reach and then deactivate it. If you get too close without disabling the sensors, the anti-personnel defenses will fire. So I need to scramble the mine sensors until I can get close enough to deactivate it.
I shouldn't need to remind you about what I title, so I won't.
Saboteurs nearby.
I recognize you. You have to help me. I'm a Republic intelligence operative on deep cover. I infiltrated this crew of Romulan naval officers because they were still loyal to Sela. We can recapture her if we can keep this ship disabled.
I can't do that right now. There's a deeper plan at work and I need to uncover what's really going on.
Seela's using you. She'll never tell you anything of substance. If she was the Iconian's prisoner, she couldn't have seen anything important. If she's still working with them, then she's leading you into a trap. Your only chance is to capture her now and help us reveal anyone in the Republic who helped her escape.
I have to let this play out. Seela won't tell us anything, but if she thinks I'm on her side, she'll show me everything.
I understand you've captured a saboteur. I won't tolerate a threat to the safety of this mission and my crew. I intend to have him executed immediately.
I'm taking him into custody. This is non-negotiable.
Very well. However, this still doesn't solve our problem. We need to find a working Iconian gate.
I know where to find a gateway.
The Nopata system? Interesting.
Hakeev had a base there. He was conducting research for the Iconians.
My ship has been modified to mask its energy signature, so we should be able to get there without detection. The Tal Shiar may be a problem, though.
Can't you order the Tal Shiar to let us pass?
The Tal Shiar serves the Iconians now. Certain elements of the Imperial Navy are still loyal, but the Tal Shiar would be more inclined to shoot me than listen to me.
Fine. I'm going back to my ship. We'll see what we find at Nopata. Linearu, beam us up. Reading a large amount of space debris and at least one Romulan ship in orbit, Captain. I can't determine if it's Romulan Navy or Tal Shiar, but it's definitely not a Republic vessel. Hail Seela. Does she have any information about this?
Those are Tal Shiar ships. The Star Navy doesn't have the interest or the means to police far-flung systems like this one. The Tal Shiar and I don't exactly see eye to eye these days, so feel free to do what you will.
Last time I was here, Hakeev had a secret facility on the planet. The Tal Shiar must be using his old base.
Enemy vessel. This system is under Tal Shiar control. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Unlikely. Shields up.
We are under attack. Requesting assistance.
Responding to your request for assistance.
Sensors are reading a structure on the surface, sir, with a small number of Romulans present, also picking up some kind of dampening field. We can transport you to the outside of one of the buildings, but the field will prevent transport to some parts of the facility.
Hakiv's private research facility. Soon all this will be lost to the sand. What a monument to folly.
Never thought I'd be coming back here after I escaped from Hakiv's arena. The door seems to be getting power, but it's locked.
The Tal Shiar commonly use a diverter to intercept standard access codes on electronic locks. Give me just a moment. There. You really should learn some of these things.
Charming. Personal log. We've managed to adjust our scanners and locate another passageway behind one of the walls in the office, but nobody can figure out how to get it open. It's probably locked down via the computer systems. At this point, I think it's going to be a matter of cracking the codes, but Hakiv was so secretive and paranoid, he used a fractal-based encryption. Not even the Boar could break this thing. We have the computer working on it, but it's going to take months, and that's if we get lucky. The commander says that forces are needed elsewhere, so she's only going to leave a skeleton crew behind here. Says that if we can't get anything useful, there's no sense leaving troops on a deserted planet. I just hope she decides to pull all of us out sooner rather than later. Personal log. Though we've managed to restore partial power to the exterior facility, the lab itself remains on its own power system with a distortion field around it. This whole mission has been an exercise in futility. I told the commander it would be, but she doesn't want to hear anything negative. She's pulled out most of the engineers and just left our 2 squads behind in case we stumble across something new. I hate this planet. There's nothing to do but shoot cell cats. Maintain the power system. Try to keep the sand out of the door tracks.
Hakiv's sanctum. I'm guessing that side door isn't just for show.
There must be a way through this blank wall. Maybe there's a release trigger in the office.
Allow me. Computer, recognize identity Sela, code Empress 1. Unlock lab access.
Access granted. Welcome, Your Imperial Majesty.
Always have a back door.
I'll try to remember that.
Another secret door. Hakiv was always so melodramatic. Let's get this gateway working again.
You're getting a little too close to the truth. It's time to eliminate you both.
You should be more careful with loyalty to your subordinates. Stop her! Don't let her escape! Kill it!
That neuroparasite explains why Van Zyl turned on us so suddenly. Still, there's no telling how she got infected. It must have happened while she was with Voyager in the Delta Quadrant. The parasite's gone, but we need to get her to sickbay. Yes, sir, we'll take care of it. I think I understand what's happening now. Lieutenant Commander Van Zyl was pursuing Sela because of the parasite. She probably even started that fight she called us for help to finish. She's been under the thrall of the Iconians this whole time, and she's been making sure she stuck close to you and Sela so she could try to figure out Sela's plans and then eliminate her. If the Iconians want Sela this badly, she's probably on the right track. Linnaeus, one to beam directly to sickbay, alert neurology, and prepare trauma response.
There we go. I'll just put in those coordinates. Hey, up here! Hurry up! They'll find us soon. Good. There's a gateway on this side. We won't be stuck here. Now, let's see what secrets we can wrest from this facility.
You!
Taurus. Stop her! Automated defenses? What a waste of time. Get that force field down!
I won't let you take me!
We need to catch her before she can cause any more trouble. She's locked the door. Try to unlock it with one of these consoles. Interesting. According to this data, we're in the Andromeda Galaxy. You should download some of these files to your tricorder. This sphere seems to be much older than the others. There's communication traffic from Iconian ships inside the sphere. I've never seen these kinds of vessels before. Ah, here we go. Almost there. Got it. The door is open. Taurus must have overloaded the collimators in that plasma array. She's turned this room from a plasma allocation conduit into a death trap. Who even builds rooms like this into a structure anyway? There are control consoles across from the containment area. If you can get to them, you can probably shut down the system.
Why don't you go across?
Without my help, you won't be able to get the gateway open to return home once we're done. You need me alive. Don't worry, I'll keep a hypo spray handy.
Fine.
There's nowhere left to run, Taurus. Do you really think the Iconians will help you now?
No, you don't understand. I didn't seek them out because I wanted to rule. I needed them to save us, to turn back time, to undo Hobus, and bring back Romulus.
Then you're more of a fool than I thought. You poor deluded creature. The Iconians aren't interested in saving anything. Nor could they.
We have to get out of here. It's not safe anymore. They're coming.
I guess you'd better go then. If you had only known, Taurus, the Iconians can't travel through time. It destroys their minds. The sphere just jumped. Look, it's nighttime inside this sphere, but it's never dark inside the other spheres. The Iconian fleets are here, and there are so many ships they're blotting out the sun.
I see you.
Time to go. How absurd to think that she could have ever accomplished anything significant. She lost her throne and spent years in mindless devotion to gods who could not hear or answer her prayers. Taurus's fanaticism blinded her. She studied everything about the Iconians, but never learned the one simple fact that would have ended her quest. There was only one thing she didn't get wrong. We need to leave. Immediately.
Clarify for me. Why can't the Iconians travel through time?
Iconian minds aren't like ours. They're entangled with chronoton states. I'll spare you the boring details. It helps to orient them when using their gateways, but it means that they can't go back and forth in time like we can. Doing so would cause the Iconian to lose its memories of the intervening time.
All we've seen so far are automated defenses. Why the hurry? We could learn more about the Iconian plans here.
Take a look at the sky. In a sphere like this, nothing should obscure the sun. Those aren't clouds.
Iconian ships. So many they're blotting out the sun.
Did you get that? The sphere just jumped. The Iconian invasion is beginning.
You Lord, your empty is not.
It's a herald, the personal guards and servants for the Iconians. Fighting is not our best option. Head for the gate. Run! The herald will be back. Head for the gateway. The gateway is destabilizing. I'll take care of this. Jump through now!
Sir, we've been wondering what happened since you disappeared from our scanners. Command has sent out a fleet-wide alert. We need you back on the ship right away. How's Van Zyl? She's resting in sickbay. The doctor says that her trill physiology is very robust when it comes to surviving neurologically linked symbiotes. But Van Zyl wasn't joined, which is why the parasite could take over. She may even retain some memories from the experience, which could provide us with useful information. The doctor says she'll be ready for a debriefing and can return to Voyager in just a few days. As near as we can tell, she picked up the parasite during an away mission in the Delta Quadrant, and then immediately left Voyager. Apparently the Iconians got word of Seela's escape, and sent Van Zyl and her parasite to tail Seela. Has there been any sign of Seela? Negative, sir. It looks like she didn't use the gate to reach the same destination that you did. We'll have to find out what she's up to when she surfaces again somewhere else. I've been on another Iconian sphere that's preparing for an invasion. I need to get in touch with Command. Plotting course for Iconia system. We've arrived in Iconia system, sir. I think our problems just got a whole lot bigger.
It's good to have you back. A Dyson sphere jumped into a position near the Iconia system less than an hour ago. We don't know anything about it, but based on the preliminary notes you've logged, we think it's the same sphere that you discovered with Seela. I hate to admit it, but she was right. The Iconian invasion is here. There's no sign of Seela, incidentally. We'll keep looking, but I have a feeling she won't be found until she wants to be. And as long as she stays away, I'm inclined to let her go. She'll have to answer for her crimes someday, but we have much more immediate concerns.